I asked Lily why, because obviously all the Auschwitz survivors have still got their numbers on their arms. And I think if I came out of a camp like that, the last thing I'd want to have reminded of something like that would be a daily reminder on my arm of something like that. And I asked, did she ever think about wanting to actually get it removed? And your answer was, you can give it better than I can.
But I answered by that after 120, when I came to the other side, I will put up my hand and say, please, in hell I have been already, now I want to go to Canada. Because hell cannot be, it cannot be life, it cannot.
How many of your families did survive? Did your two sisters survive?
My two sisters survived. Oh, I haven't mentioned my elder brother was taken to slave labor. And he survived. That is a story, that is another story.
And your parents?
My father luckily died before he was taken, and he's buried in Hungary.
Your mother went to the camps?
My mother with my younger brother and sister.
What happened after the war? So you're in Leipzig, you're working in a...
I thought I thought they are here.
That is a question.
No, I answered, but I thought that the question what there happened, what you saw, and you want to know about it.
No,
but I can answer now this question.
I'd like to understand, you went to something that I never understood clearly. There were DP camps that people went to. Essentially, the old concentration camps became DP camps. But how did you manage to find your brother? How did you manage to go from there to come here? What happened? How? I guess the question is a deeper one. Yeah, the question is a deeper one, which is, how do you go from that kind of hell to rebuild your life?
That is the truth is, I am sure all of you who went there, they read a lot of books. You know quite a lot about. It is not said enough, just your question, and it is not written enough. What happened after? Traumatized people, traumatized young people, without anything. We had no family, no money, no belongings nowhere, no belongings. This terrible background, we the Hungarian were in a way, the lucky one only 1 year, but the poor Polish people 5-6 years, so a young boy or girl gets in and comes out, what they saw, how is that possible to begin a new life? That is a wonder. But I go in, you ask, and then we'll go further, how I went, what happened after Auschwitz, where we went. Where we went in a ammunition factory in Altenburg. There we worked 12 hours a day or night shift. Day shift somehow managed, but night shift, it was very difficult. The food was more or less just the same. But when we arrived, I remember that I also so vividly. We arrived in a place and they put us in a big barrack. And there we had all of us individual beds with straw mattress, with straw pillow, and we had a blanket, a horse blanket, a grey horse blanket. What a paradise. We had a bit of washing facilities. It was some round thing, water came out a few places, and the biggest thing, it was there a toilet with a door. And we thought for the people, it is fantastic. So that is how bad it was, so that we think how fantastic it is. But they said, when you begin to work, and they were right. It was very difficult. We worked 12 hours, and then we had to go back. It was not easy, but one thing was that we knew there were no selections. They don't want to kill you. They want to take out maximum work for you, how much they can. And we worked there a few months, and in the beginning of April, it was not so far from Leipzig. We heard even how they bombarded Leipzig. When the Americans came near, they marched us out, and we had the march, we had to walk. We had no shoes, but we had no food, but the truth is, on the end, they waited our group with a car, in a gas car, where they could kill us. But luckily, 13th of April, Friday, suddenly the American came, and the Germans disappeared, and we were saved.
Where were you when that happened? Sorry to interrupt. Where were you? You were in the city somewhere, and
Somewhere on the field.
in the field.
On the field, going.
And the German army just disappeared.
Disappeared. The Americans, somewhere, I don't know where
Just came out
from.
of. Right.